Okay, so let's move on to talking about what it means to be an inspiration. As we gather here today at our International Women's Day high tea, we'd like to take a moment midway through our celebration to recognize something truly special. On behalf of the Cornwall and Area Chamber of Commerce, it is my honor to speak about our second annual She Inspires Award. This year, we received close to 60 submissions, each one highlighting remarkable women whose leadership, compassion, and dedication are shaping our communities in meaningful ways. The stories shared were powerful and inspiring, reflecting the strength and impact of women across Cornwall, SDG, and Akwesasne. A dedicated committee of women representing Cornwall, Akwesasne, and SDG carefully reviewed each nomination and selected this year's recipient. Their thoughtful consideration and commitment ensured that the decision truly reflects the spirit of this award. The She Inspires Award recognizes a woman who not only achieves excellence in her own field, but who uplifts others, leads with integrity, and leaves the lasting impact on those around her. This was something that's part of our Business Excellence Awards, but we felt this was the best time to be able to present this award.
An award that recognizes leadership, resilience, compassion, and the kind of impact that changes a community for generations. This year, many extraordinary women were nominated. Women who lead businesses, organizations, and initiatives that strengthen Cornwall in countless ways. But today's recipient is someone whose life's work has quite literally meant safety, dignity, and hope for thousands of women and children. For more than 44 years, Debbie Fortier has dedicated her career to Maison Baldwin House. A place that is far more than a shelter. It is a sanctuary, a first step toward healing, a place where women and children fleeing abuse find not just a roof over their heads, but compassion, respect, and the belief that their future can be different from their past. Debbie began her journey in 1982 as a frontline counselor. Since 1999, she has served as executive director, leading with quiet strength, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to those who need protection most. Under her leadership, Baldwin House has provided 24/7 safe shelter, trauma-informed counseling, safety planning, access to legal and housing supports, and the simple but powerful essentials that restore dignity, such as food, clothing, childcare support, and culturally responsive care for every woman and child who walks through the door. Her leadership has never been about titles, it's been about showing up. She helped keep the shelter running during the ice storm of 1998, sleeping on site with staff to ensure no woman or child was left without care. She led the seamless move from Baldwin Avenue to the 4th Street location without interrupting services. She navigated funding changes, shifting governments, new legislation, and even leaky roofs, because as she tells her team, nothing is unfigure-outable. That mindset has shaped not only an organization, but generations of leaders. Debbie has mentored staff, welcomed college students into placements to share her knowledge, and created a culture where mistakes are learning opportunities, and compassion is the standard. She is not a do-as-I-say leader. She is hands-on. You will find her speaking directly with clients, stocking shelves, supporting volunteers, or lending a hand to Serendipity Boutique, the social enterprise she created to sustainably support the shelter's operations. Through Serendipity, she demonstrated innovative not-for-profit leadership, building a volunteer-run initiative that both funds critical services and strengthens community engagement. But perhaps one of her most groundbreaking contributions has been her advocacy for survivors of human trafficking. At a time when many shelters across the province did not have the capacity or mandate to accept trafficked women, Debbie saw the need and she acted. She ensured Baldwin House would be a place of safety for them. Most recently, she spearheaded the creation of a dedicated home specifically for survivors of human trafficking, an initiative rooted in dignity, healing, and long-term independence. She also championed public education programs in our schools and community. She developed safety kits to help educators recognize signs of violence at home and established a police shelter protocol that keeps client safety at the center of every interaction. In 2023, she received the Attorney General's Victim Services Award of Distinction, recognition across Ontario of what Cornwall has long known: Debbie Fortier changes lives. When people in our community think of Maison Baldwin House, they think of Debbie. And to be the person whose name is synonymous with safety, warmth, protection, and hope, that's extraordinary. She inspires not through spotlight or self-promotion, but through consistency, through resilience, through the simple, powerful act of caring every single day for more than 4 decades. The She Inspires Award celebrates women who lift others, who create meaningful change, and who leave a legacy that will outlast them. Debbie Fortier embodies all of that and more. Because of her, women have rebuilt their lives. Because of her, children have known safety. Because of her, Cornwall is stronger, more compassionate, and more aware. It is my absolute privilege to introduce the 2026 She Inspires Award recipient, Debbie Fortier.
I'm very overwhelmed, but very grateful. It was not something I was expecting, of course. I was walking with my newborn son when I crossed paths with a woman who would change everything. She fussed over my baby. I had one of those big English prams with the big wheels, and that enticed her to come over and start chatting. She fussed over my baby, and she made me smile. And then, in the most unexpected way, she offered me a job. No interview, no formal process, just a moment that felt right. That woman was Sister Pauline Rayon. Some of you may know her. Many of you are very young in the room and you wouldn't know her. She just passed away this past year. In her late 90s, and I had the opportunity to be with her just days before she passed. She is and will always be my hero. Working beside her at Maison Baldwin House taught me more than any school or training ever could. She was tough, she was brilliant, compassionate, and so deeply committed to helping women and children escape intimate partner violence. Her belief in me helped shape the leader that I became. After just a few months, I moved into middle management, and in 1999, I became the executive director. I'm a humble gal that goes around doing what she does best, helping women and children, so it was nice to be recognized for that number of years. Quite a lot. But standing here today as the recipient of the 2026 She's Inspired Award is something I never could have imagined. To be chosen from over 60 applicants is deeply humbling. And I want to thank the Cornwall Area Chamber of Commerce for this incredible honor. Domestic violence isn't easy for women to talk about, but if I can represent the women that are staying with us, I hear their stories, and I'm able to go out and share with others that the need for this service in every community. The numbers are outstanding. We run at pretty much full occupancy, so that says a lot for the number of people needing our service. Today, as I accept this award, I accept it on behalf of all of them. The women who fought the courage to leave, the children who deserve a childhood free from fear, the staff and volunteers who never give up, and the community of Cornwall, which has stood with us for decades. This award may have my name on it, but it belongs to every person who believes that women and children deserve safety, dignity, and hope. There's hope for life afterwards. We work with women who, once they go through our program and they're on their feet, we help them, help them and they're helping us by sharing their stories. They're bringing the reality to what they have lived to the rest of the community. And actually, we're working with women right now who are going to be guest speakers, that kind of thing when they come out of it and they've healed, completely healed from that, because talking about it can be triggering, but we have some women that are ready to go, and that means a lot to us. It is very difficult work, but I mean, I think together with the team that I have, the women that work with me, we sit down and we look at the reality in our community. What is missing? What could really assist these women and children when we have to end up sending people out of town for services? That just doesn't make sense. So as difficult as it is to think about starting a new big project, for myself, I'm driven. If I see a need, that's where I want to, I need to fill it. I need to fill it. So we work tirelessly, but again, it's necessary and it's needed. Today, our work continues to grow. With the women who were caught up in human trafficking, my vision was to open this new facility in the city to help combat this devastating issue. We already have a beautiful residence and it's ready to go. It will be called Our Sister's Place. We're working with 2 other agencies, one U-Turn in Ottawa, and we're ready to go. We just need the operational dollars. And so we're advocating with the ministry, and we'll be putting our submission forward again in the spring with hopes of knowing probably around fall, whether or not the funding will be granted. The ministry has expressed to us the importance and the need for our area, so we're feeling very, very confident.